Season of Discovery Gold Seller leaks everything. It's shameless. Okay, let's see what this is all about.
For cool new abilities in Season Discovery are fun for players to enjoy, unfortunately they also make the bots more powerful, therefore making these gold farms much more profitable.
Okay.
And a very small level cap in SOD makes for servers much more lucrative than any other previous version of World of Warcraft.
That's true. Oh, like an old school YouTuber intro, I like it.
So far, Season Discovery, without a shadow of a doubt, has been one of the best things Blizzard have done for a long time.
It's awesome.
It makes me very optimistic about the future of classic WoW.
It's really
but the
been
problem
awesome.
is, since most people are enjoying the game in blissful ignorance, we are largely unaware of the dark gold-selling underworld that is growing day by day.
I think most of us are aware of it, just maybe not to the degree that it's going on, right?
After talking to many long-term and experienced gold sellers myself, I can quite confidently claim that the situation is worse than anything we have seen on RAF servers. There's a reason why there are so many clips of bot armies on YouTube, Reddit, and other sites. I've been lucky enough to thoroughly interview an active gold seller currently in action on the Season of Discovery servers. You see, there's a lot of inaccurate and overestimated information about gold selling. The comment sections and Reddit posts are further exasperating the mass confusion within the WoW community about the situation, still spewing absolute nonsense that I've debunked in previous videos months ago. But hopefully, that will all end today. You see, this is the main reason why Vostok, the gold seller I interviewed, has come forth, because he's quite frankly tired of people talking out of their ass. Today, we will reveal the following. How do people set up bots and how do they work? What are the gold sellers doing in-game to make gold? The ins and outs of fly hacking instance farming? Why are there so many bots in SOD and why is it even worse than RAF? And lastly, we'll talk about how the true source of this dilemma is actually the players.
Alright. I mean, let's be honest, the game that's the most... Whenever there's a new game coming out, that's where it's going to be most profitable for the gold sellers, because that's where the influx of new players are going to come to, and they want to, like, get a head start on everybody, right? So they buy gold. Yeah. Dude, what are these intros he's doing? This is Meta Goblin, by the way. That's how he looks like. Wait, that's a wicked car! He has a BMW? Yo! Chapter 1 construction. Oh my god, it's loud.
So there's a number of ways you can obtain a WoW gold farming bot. There's loads online that you can simply purchase with profiles for farming gold. Normally you pay for the bot software and also an unlocker to allow the program to work in-game. They're usually developed in China, Russia, and Germany. There are some publicly available online, but if you want the best bots with the best profiles for the best and exclusive gold farms, this exchange normally happens privately, since the gold farming community is a very closed-off community, not unlike a crime organization. You probably won't get inside the inner circle without building your own big botting infrastructure with the bots that are publicly available. You'll be contacted later by a more advanced bot developer when you grab their attention and establish yourself as a serious farmer. Vostok was contacted by a more advanced bot developer from China. Following this exchange, he was given access to a bot he could infinitely use on a number of different accounts. You see, usually you have to pay for one bot per account. If you're using publicly available bots online like Beneto or GTBot. These will usually have a monthly fee and you'll have
$17 a month. Whisper license $8. What?
to pay with cryptocurrency as the bot devs don't want to do refunds in case the bot stops working due to Blizzard implementing an update. Developing a bot is a very complicated process. It requires advanced programming, knowledge particularly in C++, and an in-depth understanding of how the WoW game client works.
You can just take it and copy it, right? And then it's your code. That's how it works, right? I just take the code and I just Control-C, Control-V, and it's my code.
It has been described to me like a pyramid scheme. You need handfuls of devs that understand the game client and its anti-cheat aka warden system. In simple terms, they create unlockers that extend the game's functionality so that add-ons can be used for more than just modifying the UI. They do this by creating custom LUA code, like logic scripts for example to go and kill NPCs, loot this, do that. These people will sell their LUA scripts to other devs. If you've ever wondered why other MMOs really support custom add-ons, this is why. The game client is more exposed for exploitation. And then there are other devs who specialise in essentially outwitting WoW's anti-cheat system. So there's basically a community of different developers collaborating and selling their services in order to finally create...
Sorry, that's a massive keyboard. Like, I know I'm like really off topic here, but that is really big keys. Holy shit, what the heck?
Create a functional World of Warcraft bot.
Maybe it's just small, I don't know, that's a big keyboard. Cultivation, okay.
So you're probably wondering why you were seeing so many bot armies run in and out of stockades or other locations. Most people still have this very inaccurate belief.
This is my keyboard, right? This is mine. Looks like this. Hey, what's that? Oh, there's some... that's my keyboard though, right? They're pretty small, but yeah.
Every time Blizzard sees a bot, they see their $15 per month subscription fee.
Yeah.
This really isn't the case, since in most cases botters don't pay a sub fee or pay very little. The former GM...
Yeah, because you can buy accounts in certain regions and you pay a lot smaller fee, right? That's really how it works. Yeah, that's a massive keyboard. Holy shit. That's a really big one.
I interviewed BPK claimed that many botters use stolen credit cards and PayPal accounts to pay for the sub fee.
Yeah, okay.
By the way, in the description of this video there will be a link to a playlist of this Stranglethorn Vice series in case you have missed an episode.
Yeah.
And the other method that Vostok has brought to my attention is purchasing cheap debit cards in Ukraine and Argentina. Let me explain this process. You see, Blizzard have a scheme to make WoW affordable in less economically progressed countries by reducing a fee in the local currency. So bot farmers purchase a short-term debit card with a bank from that country with enough of the local currency to pay for 1 month of subscription fee.
Yeah.
This is normally equivalent to $5 to $7, but sometimes when the currency is very volatile, this could drop significantly, and therefore a bot farmer will purchase them in bulk for next to nothing.
So you buy like a month worth of game time for like a few dollars, and then you can use those accounts for like botting, right? Why not just make it whatever region you buy the game is the region you have to play in? I guess the regions don't have their own servers. Yeah, I mean, how many regions is there, right? I guess there is a few. There's America, there's Europe, there's Germany, there's Russia, there is no longer China, I guess, because China no longer supports WoW, I suppose. Like, whatever, there's something with China and WoW, but I guess there's a few reasons. South America has a server as well, yeah. A region too, that's true. And yeah.
So Blizzard really don't make a lot of money from gold farmers.
And Australia, yeah.
I mean, bots ruin the player experience and encourage players to unsubscribe.
That would
bots
be too much,
are only a negative for Blizzard, and there's no way to conclusively work this out, but very likely results in a profit drop. By the way guys, I'm currently working all the way through the night to get this video finally done. It's taken a good month to get it finished, so I would really appreciate it if you did subscribe to the channel. There's loads of subscriber-only guides for Season of Discovery that you can check out also if you just go to my channel page.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's carry on with the video. So what are the main in-game hustles in the Season of Discovery? What are the gold sellers doing?
Gathering proficiencies with flying and boosting and dungeon soloing, right? I mean, that's the major stuff.
Go through this in a step.
I've seen a lot of hunters just run around killing mobs and then skinning it too. They just run around, they kill them up, then they skin it, then they run around, kill them up, skin it, just over and over and over again.
Step process.
Yeah.
So let's say Mr. Bot Farmer has got an account set up and he's in-game ready to go.
Raw gold,
Firstly, he's going to make a mage. He's going to turn on a bot profile that's going to get him leveled up to level 25 as fast as possible.
Okay.
The main play is to get access to the Living Bomb and Living Flame ability, as these are great AoE abilities for farming instances. And at level 25, if they're playing Horde, they're going to be farming RFC, or if they're playing Alliance, they'll be farming Stockades for gold.
It's easy.
Now, how do they do this without dying, you may wonder? This is where the fly hack software comes into play, which works alongside the bot, using the same unlocking LUA scripts that we mentioned earlier. The fly hack tells the client that the player wants to go up on the Y-axis. This is controlled client side, and the fly hack has been developed in a way that the anti-cheat system does not automatically detect the hack. Essentially, there's a team of people developing fly hacks, and then there's a team of people on Blizzard's side developing a way to deter the fly hack, and they're constantly in a battle against each other. So the bot flies between two evade spots very quickly, dealing damage with AoE abilities between these two spots. This way the mobs don't reset or evade. They will all die, meanwhile the bot doesn't take any damage. Now, although the cool new abilities in Season Discovery are fun for players to enjoy, unfortunately they also make the bots more powerful, therefore making these gold farms much more profitable.
And it's just raw gold too. They don't need to sell anything here. They go in and then to start the bot, and whatever the bot gets, they just sell to the vendor. Easy raw gold, right?
Very small level cap
it's so broken.
Makes the servers much more lucrative than any other previous version of World of Warcraft. You see, for the life of a bot, there's two phases: the leveling time and the gold farming time. In SOD, this leveling time is very quick because bots can start making gold at level 25, and this only takes about 30 hours tops. Plus, in SOD, there's a huge demand for gold, and more IRL money can be made from smaller amounts of gold, especially compared to retail and RAF.
It's easy.
And this is why you are seeing so many bot armies in-game. The strategy gold farmers are using currently is a quick pump and dump strategy. Make as much gold before you get banned. To be fair to Blizzard, they are actually banning accounts very quickly, in the ballpark of 2 to 3 weeks. But the problem is, because of the low level cap, gold farmers can make a lot of real life money quickly before they get banned.
It's just whenever a bot gets banned, they can just instantly buy like a new account for like a few dollars because they buy them really cheap, and then just set up a new bot and it's running again. And because it's so low level cap, they can so fast get to max level and keep going again, right?
It's actually in the ballpark of $30 to $40 per day per account, and the number of bots people are running ranges from small timers doing about 12 accounts to the giants doing way over 450 accounts.
Jesus.
You probably come across this clip of a Chinese bot farmer showing off his setup. What is happening here in this footage is, it's from the launch of SOD, and he's using hunters to farm as much resources from the open world as possible. You see, when a server launches, you can make a lot of IRL money from very little gold. Most gold farmers don't actually use their own PCs. They rent virtual PCs cheaply from Russia for about $2 per day. They'll sometimes use more legit companies that are set up for general virtual machine usage, but since so many people are using virtual machines for gold farming, it has birthed a market for people who specialise in providing PCs for people who want to farm gold in MMOs. Therefore, the PC rigs themselves are optimised around more CPU than GPU power in order to better run the programs required for botting.
Yeah, like the previous former dev said, they need to wait and ban in waves. Otherwise, if they ban every day, then the bots makers learn what gets them detected much faster. Yeah, exactly. That's why you see like a massive like ban wave every like 2-3 months, where like, oh, we banned 200k people, right, or bots or whatever. Can Blizzard not see that a bot account that is getting banned for doing these transactions they made and then ban the person who received the gold? Yeah, I mean, I feel like they should definitely knock down a little bit harder on the people actually buying the gold, right? Because the reason why the bots are so prevalent is because people are purchasing the services, right? So they should just behead the gold buyers. Yeah, I mean, just knock down harder on people buying gold. If you buy gold, give them a big like 30-day ban or some shit like that. If they buy gold again, perma, right? And then solve it like that. But maybe they don't want to go that hard with it. It's either that or just install a few GMs and just, you know, slice and dice all those bots down, right? Place them in very prevalent areas and just like get them down. People stop buying gold, gold sellers go away. Exactly. It's a supply and demand issue.
By the way, they don't do this to avoid getting IP banned or anything. Blizzard rarely IP ban people because it can cause complications when people have more than one WoW account in a single property, like for instance in student accommodation. They simply do it because it's cheaper than running a PC on your own electricity, since obviously different countries have cheaper energy costs. No doubt the war in Ukraine has influenced this. As we know from interviewing a former GM BPK, he confirmed that there are no GMs in the game actively looking for and banning bots.
Yeah. Weird question, I don't know if anyone could answer, but couldn't Blizzard put it in TOS that if you buy gold from bots, you could be fined real life money? There is probably some legal implications to that with that, depending on which country you're in and like where you're from, like with the laws in your own country and shit. So I don't think that's something they could really enforce. Something that they can enforce is the your account, right? If you buy gold, then they can ban your account. They can't just like fine you money, right? Obviously, because that's kind of not how that works. Thank you, Tempest, for the Prime. So they would be able to, like, you know, crack down on your account, but not, you know, outside of that, you know. I want to buy gold with the Norwegian welfare money. God damn it, Break. You are a part of the problem.
Basically just are ticket machines.
Yeah.
They spend all of the time just responding to tickets and barely actually going into the game. Instead, Blizzard have risk assessment teams that look at data intermittently to see when accounts have suspicious data, like for instance a player being too low on the y-axis of a Stockades instance that shouldn't be possible, and then the ban comes in. However, the other week, many bots were randomly teleported into the ocean to drown.
What?
You can see this in the screenshot
I didn't hear about
I'm providing, and this was shared from another gold farmer. Maybe this means Blizzard are in fact taking a more hands-on approach,
what the fuck?
But I can't confirm that. What I can confirm is that ever since I actually started making this series, many people in the gold farming industry have told me how it's getting much harder to turn over as much profit as they once did.
Okay.
And this is because Blizzard are taking the situation way more seriously and getting more strict,
That's
which
good.
proves that publicity of the issue is benefiting the game in the long run.
Yep.
So please share this video with as many people as you can and get as many of your favourite streamers to react to it, and also get them to turn their reaction into something permanent like a clip on YouTube. I'm totally okay with streamers and other content creators doing this, because the more publicity that this video gets, the better it will benefit the game.
Yeah, okay, fair
Gold
enough.
farmers are also finding the best way to approach the ban climate. Sometimes, for instance in SOD right now, the bans are coming quite fast, so the best strategy is to farm 24/7 and get as much gold before the ban. But sometimes a more subtle approach is better. For instance, only farming 16 hours a day to evade a ban. We know that in the past, gold farmers have been able...
I remember this clip. Leron thing over 12 months. Destiny 2 had a cheater problem, so that rather than banning players, they sued the cheat sellers into the ground. How are sites like G2T so freely advertised? I don't know. I don't really know the lore and like the laws with that necessarily, so I can't really speak too much on that. But yeah, right. I don't know.
to get away with farming on Raffle
But it is pretty absurd with how openly it's just kind of advertised everywhere with the whole thing.
For months without getting banned.
Yeah. That's nice.
And now to address the elec in the room. There's a reason why there's so many gold farmers in Season of Discovery making a substantial profit.
Yeah.
And it's because so many people are buying the gold.
Yep.
You see, there's a new novelty that incentivizes players to purchase more gold, and it is the GDKP. GDKPs are already dominating live servers.
Again, GDKP is not the sole reason for gold buying, but it is a big driving factor. It really is.
Some days when I look at the LG Bulletin Board add-on, I see more GDKP runs than normal runs.
For sure.
The rise of this loot system in the classic WoW raiding scene creates a vicious, never-ending circle, making the RMT world richer and richer. I'm
surprised there was really nothing done with it. You guys remember back in Classic, whenever that one-handed sword from Kilthusat sold for, I don't remember the exact amount if it was converted to real-life currency. Wasn't it like something like $7,000 or something like that? Like something absolutely absurd. 198,000 gold, yeah, something like that. But if you were to convert it into like real money, at that time it was like something like $7,000 or some shit. And that's insane.
I'm not exclusively blaming people who buy gold, because obviously there are many parties at fault here, but if you buy gold, you should know that you're contributing to making the game worse for everyone else.
Dude, who does that? Dude, has Mitch been doing GDKPs and BFD? Oh my fucking god, dude.
The purchase of gold and a participation in GDKPs inflates server economies, and the consequence of this is now your casual dad game has to farm 5 hours a week for his raid consumes instead of just the 1 hour. You may not care about casual gamers, but they do take up a big portion of the player base, especially in Season of Discovery. So by buying gold, you are stabbing your fellow players in the back and shooting yourself in the face.
Yeah, not
because
good.
You are, in the long run, making the game worse for everyone. If that doesn't convince you to never buy gold again, you should know that I have been told rumours that there are many links between the world of RMT and the world of real-world crime. Apparently people use gold farming setups or some safe startup cash to then pursue purchasing drugs for resale, for instance, fraud by hacking bank accounts, websites, etc. And apparently it's also a very good way to launder illegally obtained cash, because people like to basically purchase a load of wild gold and then resell it for cryptocurrency, and who knows where that gold, that real life money has come from in the first place.
I mean, that makes sense though. I mean, that's just really how it goes, sadly, right? DC thing for the 17 months.
Guys, Season of Discovery is well on its way to having an economy as as Wrath of the Lich King Classic. Stop buying gold and stop doing GDKPs. Ciao.
I like that ending. That was a cool ending to it. I mean, though, he's right though. I mean, it is pretty bullshit what's going on, and I don't know. It's interesting seeing some videos on it, talking more in depth of how it really works and how bad it really is. So definitely very interesting video from Goblin. It was actually very good watch, I would say. And it kind of sucks how far the whole gold buying and everything that has come, right? Obviously. Justice for casual season of dads. Exactly. I agree. The thing is, due to our powerful classes on SOD, it's easy to make gold, yet people still choose to buy it. And then modern player has become incredibly lazy. You want gold, buy it. You want gear, GDKP. You want rep, pre-made, buy it. You don't enjoy questing. You want to level faster, buy a boost, arena, buy a carry. The modern player has purchased a fun of the game. I think the issue is that a lot of people actually don't want to play WoW. They just want to like reach the end game as fast as possible. Right? So why would you farm gold in the game when you can just work at a normal job for an hour and then make what you would make in the game in 10 hours, right? You can work 1 hour at your job and you can make more than you would farm in game in 10 hours, right? So it's sort of just it's just time, right? I don't care. I'm living the rogue life and stabbing people in the back. That's all good, man. They don't want farm a gear. They want to kill low levels. Yeah, exactly. This comment is very spot on for sure, though. This guy, Brad Fraser, definitely.